she realized her life was coming to an end. So, she turned off the lights, ready to face death. As the world around her grew silent, her soul slipped out of her body. She looked down at her translucent hand, then glanced back at her body with reluctance. She wrapped herself in a blanket, and just then, a blinding light appeared. Out of the light stepped Death itself. Although the old woman felt afraid, she still asked Death if she could see her husband one last time. Death agreed to her request. Overjoyed, the old woman decided to follow Death. Death took her hand, and together they walked toward heaven. But just as they were about to pass through the gates, a hand suddenly grabbed the old woman. When she opened her eyes, she didn't see her husband, only a group of doctors. That's when she realized she was in a hospital. Meanwhile, Death was confused. She searched everywhere for the old woman's soul, but couldn't find it anywhere. Finally, she understood. The doctors had brought the old woman back to life. Furious, Death stormed into the room, ripped the old woman's soul right out of her body. The doctors, seeing her fading again, rushed to restart her heart. Just when Death was about to succeed, the old woman's soul vanished once more, and so began an endless tug-of-war, a battle between Death and the doctors over one fragile soul. Though the old woman's condition was dire, neither side would give up. At that moment, a nurse quietly wheeled the old woman away, trying to help her escape from Death. But when Death noticed, she flew into a rage. She swung her scythe, slicing straight toward the old woman. Yet when she turned around, she realized the doctor had already swapped the woman's soul with a salted fish. The doctor darted into the elevator. Death chased after him, jumping into the one across the hall. Seeing the gates of heaven fading away, Death grew anxious, desperate to finish her job. She raised her scythe once again, and caught the old woman's soul, but the doctor snatched it back yet again. Death was furious but helpless. She glanced at her watch. Her shift was over. With an angry sigh, she turned and left, leaving the old woman in the hospital. The doctor quickly grabbed the defibrillator, and shocked her heart back to life. The old woman opened her eyes, and immediately punched the doctor in the face. Her death, as it turned out, had been part of her plan all along, just a way to see her husband one last time. Since it failed, she'd have to come up with another way to die.